What's up, Capricorn? Welcome to your eclipse reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We'll be taking a look into this energy, see what you guys could be currently dealing with, what you can expect down the line as this energy plays out for the next 6 months. Overall, see what messages Spirit has for you. I hope that you're doing well, and if you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information for that is in the description box down below. And if you want to follow me over on my Instagram and TikTok, that's at Jadestone Tarot. You can find me over there. And let's jump right in, see what messages need to come through for you. So this eclipse in Scorpio, it's happening next week on Monday, I believe, the 15th, 16th, and oh my god, wow, we have the full moon eclipse card come out. All right, cool, just as I'm talking about it. So this eclipse will be transiting your 11th house, and the 11th house rules your friendships, it rules your long-term goals, your hopes and desires for the future, and the affirmation that goes along with the 11th house is I know. So when it comes down to the things that you're wanting to bring into your life or the things that you like to remove, they do say it's a little risky when you're trying to manifest during eclipse season. So just, try not to do anything too crazy, too dramatic. But when it comes down to like you guys affirming what you want and what you're trying to bring in, use the affirmation I know blank, I know fill in the blank. Look at the cards, they're not talking, so I think we might just go with these two from the Moonology deck, but we have your card coming out. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So it does seem like you guys are going through a pretty transformative time when it comes to your own personal journey. Conclusions are within reach. So this eclipse is going to be wrapping massive cycles up. Things in your life that are kind of like in between stages, like no man's land. Maybe that's how you've been feeling, is like you're kind of in the transition between endings and new beginnings. Well, this is crossing the threshold, I want to say. All right, so we got these two over here. So yeah, definitely going through that transition from endings to new beginnings. That's happening during this eclipse for you. Some of you could be experiencing endings in certain friendships or changes in your friendships, making new friendships, things like that. Making adjustments to your long-term goals. And your dreams and desires for the future could be changing around this time too. It's like, what you maybe wanted a year ago, a couple months ago, doesn't align with what you want currently, and that's all good, and you're just kind of making some adjustments. Now, we also have Mercury retrograding in Gemini and Taurus. Then we also have Pluto retrograding in your sign, so you're probably feeling that. That's a long transit, you guys. I'm talking 6 months. And then we also have Saturn retrograding in June. So there's going to be sometimes to make some adjustments. There might be a little bit of like delays. We have Aries Jupiter moving into Aries, or it has already moved into Aries, I think as of yesterday. So that's going to be a great time to initiate these ideas and to go after your manifestations, your plans, and turning your dreams into realities. But with all this retrograde energy at play, there's a bit of, wow, these cards are just flying. There's a bit of like a restriction. There's a bit of like, there's like a struggle of like wanting to expand, but feeling limited, feeling a bit stuck, feeling a little frustrated or impatient. Yeah, that's another thing with Jupiter being in Aries, is like impatience, wanting it instantly, wanting to see results instantly, but like that's just not how life works, So just some things to be aware of. Wow, we have some really interesting cards coming out for you. Like, okay, so let's talk about this. Conclusions are within reach. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So I just want to say congratulations, Capricorn. You've made it. You've made it. You've graduated this level of your life. All right, so for those who have recently been going through it, or you've just been kind of struggling, there's been a lot of challenges. I mean, some of the Capricorns I know, they're going through it. So check up on all your friends who are Capricorn, send them good vibes, send healing vibes, even to all the Capricorns watching this. Comment down below and share your love with one another, because I know you guys have been going through some challenging shit. Like, damn. So just know, though, it's almost over. The end is finally here. the worst is over. All right, so you may feel like you've hit rock bottom, but I promise you it's not going to get any worse than what has happened. You'll bounce back and you're going to be better than ever. Okay, I know you will, and even you know that you will. You know the lessons that you've learned, they've helped you grow as a person, and you know better now. And yeah, you're able to just transfuse through all those ups and downs, and now it's like peaceful, calm, quiet. Whew, take a deep breath and say hallelujah, because that shit is over. We have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitive, and connect with nature. So you might be feeling extremely sensitive to other people's energies around this time, and you guys are super intuitive. You may be very empathic to other people's energies, and it's so important that you guys get grounded when you're feeling sensitive, when you're feeling depleted. I mean, you should always be grounded, even when you're not feeling that way, right? So this is just like a message for you guys to stay grounded within yourself, and don't let anybody shake you. Don't let anything or anybody try to tear you down. And this is also a message saying get out in nature, go outdoors, get some fresh air, sit your ass on the ground, reconnect with Mother Gaia. Yeah, and just like really be around your element, be around the earth elements, hug a tree, you know, whenever you're feeling restless or anxious, or even if you're going through a tough time, take a moment, go outside, go on the grass, walk on the grass barefoot. Highly recommend. That's a great grounding exercise. And like there's like studies proven that it makes a difference energetically too. It's just like totally make that a priority. Because yeah, you also need to work on your boundaries. So your energetic boundaries too, okay, Capricorn, and you will, and you are doing this already. So you're on the right track, and this is just like, keep it up. But yeah, boundaries are coming up. Boundaries in your relationships need to be reviewed. With Mercury retrograding, this is going to be a great time to review the relationships in your life and the boundaries that you have and that you set. Otherwise, if you don't have strong boundaries, you may find yourself depleted. You may find yourself giving more than you're receiving. And like, what good is that doing for you except creating this resentment and this low vibe, low energy? We don't have time for that, right? So get stronger at setting boundaries, especially for my empaths out there. You need strong boundaries. Otherwise, you can get easily taken advantage of. So just a strong message for someone out there. Then we have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So this is that transition from the endings to the new beginnings. You're birthing a new life. You are transforming, you are changing, and you're going through all these shifts internally, emotionally, spiritually. There's a lot of changes that you're going through, Aquarius. Oh my God. Some of you may have Aquarius placements in your chart. I don't know why I called you Aquarius. But maybe it's the new age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Maybe that's what my brain went to, which, yeah, maybe that's why I said that. That's funny. I really did not mean to call you Aquarius, but anyways, that's the energy of the star. And also, since this eclipse energy is transiting your 11th house is actually ruled by Aquarius, so that's actually funny. So there might be a lot of like Aquarian themes taking place in your life, you know, helping out in your communities, making a difference to mankind, making just like beautiful shifts and spreading healing, right? We have the dolphin out here. This is the energy of being a healer, right? So just know your energy is radiating. You are making a positive shift to the collective vibration on this world, like just by you being yourself, by you showing up authentic to you. And again, like you're super empathic and healing and sensitive to others. And so you have a very healing aura is what I want to say, Capricorn. And again, it's a fine line. It's a blessing and a curse. You gotta know when to give and know when to stop and put yourself first. Or don't forget yourself, basically. Don't forget about you. But this energy also talks about blessings that are coming in. So you know that you're deserving of your blessings. You know that you're deserving of whatever that you desire. And this is the energy of attracting that. So it's like you're a magnet. You're attracting lots of beautiful things into your life. And it just feels so sweet, like the warmth of the sun. Like that is this card. It's like it's a dolphin. The dolphin is radiating this warm, yummy, nurturing, healing energy. And that's you. That's the energy that I'm picking up from you, Capricorn. And it's fucking beautiful. So keep that up. All right. You're really stepping into your potential. You're working really hard on bettering yourself, improving yourself, and it shows. Like I said, it's radiating. You're leveling up. You're inspiring others, and you're also being inspired, or this time you may come across like a mentor, someone that you can look up to, someone who inspires you, someone who motivates you. You might cross paths with someone significant. You know, since this is transiting your 11th house of friendships and social circles, during this time, during the next 6 months, you're going to be coming across new connections, new people that are going to change your life for the better, that are going to help you on your journey. And it's going to be amazing. So that's so good. Like, I just feel so giddy and excited for you, Capricorn. I feel like there's a lot that's yet to come, and just to be open, be willing, keep an open mind, remain flexible, and go in with no expectations, right? That's when things flow to you the most easiest, when you don't have any of those blocks or restrictions or projections of what it should look like or feel like or be like. Just go in open-minded and expect nothing but the best, and you just wait and watch as things unfold. Okay. So awesome. Earth element coming out as well as water. So also being grounded in your emotions, right? Grounded in your emotions. We've had that message come through so far in this reading. Now we have the bodacious boat, number 59. This can be a bit of a sabotagey behavior. This can be a bit of like that fear, the restrictions, the limitations, the what ifs, the struggles from your past that could be getting in the way of all these beautiful blessings. But you know what? We actually have Sylvanus coming out after that. So those restrictions, those sabotaging beliefs, those like rules and limitations that aren't actually real. This card, Sylvanus, talks about seeing things exactly as they are, taking the mask off, taking off the illusions, seeing things exactly as they are. And that's the energy of this eclipse, is they're bringing what am I saying? Who's they? Who's they? I don't know. There is illumination being brought to these illusions. I said that weird. Illusions. Why did I say it like illusions? I feel like my speech is all messed up all of a sudden. Blame it on the retrograde. So illusions are being brought to your awareness. Illusions that you've been telling yourself, as well as things people have told you that you've believed. Right? It's not your fault that you were programmed to think this way, or that society programmed you to act this way, or to, behave in a certain way, or to restrict you in a certain way. But it's your responsibility to unpack and unlearn those behaviors. And that's exactly what you're doing here. And it shows that you guys are taking back your power. And I believe that's what we were saying in like your last few readings, taking back your power, really finding the courage to crush those blocks, crushing those limitations, and getting stronger within you and your core. And as you're doing that, then we have Luthas the Wild. Look at how he's stepping on this guy's head. Can you just see this for a second? Look at how he's like crushing this guy's head. Like I was saying, it's like you're crushing these limitations, you're crushing these blockages, you're finding your strength, you're finding your power, and you're feeling really good. You're coming out of this energy feeling inspired, empowered. You just feel on top of the world, right? All after the struggle, after the shit, after the storm, the rainbow comes, it appears, and it's just like, this is worth it. What is this card again? Luthas the Wild. This talks about your potential. It's wild potential. This is like some full-on energy, like not knowing when to stop. So I'm gonna be honest with you, Capricorn. It's like something gets lit within you. There's this fire lit within you, and you just have such power, such passion, such energy to like go after and just like not wanting to stop, not wanting to quit. It's that kind of Jupiter and Aries energy. You might really be feeling that, like wanting to expand and wanting to take action and wanting to initiate, but you need to find the balance, okay? You need to find the balance and the patience, because Luth as well can grow impatient. So you might be finding yourself getting a little impatient when things maybe don't take off right off the ground, or, you know, you start something new, maybe there's some delays, Mercury retrograde, and, you know, things may be moving a little bit slower than you anticipate or that you wanted. And so then you get frustrated, and then you feel like maybe this isn't for me, or, you know, that's where you fall back into those sabotagey mindsets. So you're needing to work through that, and that's exactly what you're doing. You are working through that. And there might be days, there might be moments where you have little setbacks, but that's nothing to be ashamed of. It's a process that you're going through, slowly but surely. One step forward, one step at a time. You're doing great. You're stepping into this new life, and you're right on track. You're exactly where you need to be. You are divinely guided. So, with that being said, let's take a look into the next 6 months. See what you are headed into, what you can expect as this energy plays out, as you really step into your potential, as you're moving away from these challenging times and these challenging lessons. Now that you've learned your lessons and you know better now, right? Affirmation, I know. What can you expect? How can you expect this energy to play out for the next 6 months? For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, for the next 6 months, what can Capricorn expect for the next 6 months regarding this energy from the eclipse? Yeah, it just feels like this. I feel like you're getting charged up. I feel like this eclipse is charging you up in a way where you just feel, yeah, like I'm getting the imagery of like a firework. I was gonna say firefly. I was like, no, a fireworks. Like you light the firework and then it's about to bust open. This is who I am. You know, not holding yourself back. This also could be talking about like expressing yourself freely. Anyways, it feels great. It feels really, really good. All right, so how can Capricorn expect this energy to play out? We have the Three of Pentacles. So much support is around you. And like I said, you're going to be forming new connections that change your life for the better. Justice coming out, Moon coming out. Piscean energy, Libra energy, could be dealing with one of those signs. We do have the Nine of Swords coming out. There might be some anxieties that you have, but I do see that you're seeing through the illusions. Yeah, as long as you remain grounded. We have a lot of masculine energy coming out with the King of Pentacles, King of Swords. Anything else for Capricorn? Nice. Anything else? Oh my god. All right, so Ten of Wands at the bottom, Queen of Wands, and the Empress. Oh, there's that feminine energy in the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. We'll talk about that later. So there's those sabotaging beliefs. The Nine of Swords, High Priestess reverse, kind of feeling scared, a little bit fearful of even your potential, fearful of the change, fearful of the unknown. But with the High Priestess reverse, this is you guys being able to see through those illusions. So it goes back to what I was just saying with the Bodacious Boach and Sylvanus. It's like being able to see the truth, being able to cut free from those restrictions and limiting beliefs, and even connections and friendships or environments, situations that are feeding into those fears and insecurities. The High Priestess reverse, you're seeing things exactly as they are, all right? Some of you are, like I said, some of you could be experiencing changes or endings in some of your relationships, some of your friendships, and it might be emotional. It could be relating. It could be tied into or relating to these challenging endings that you're going through. Five of Cups with the High Priestess reverse. It's like feeling emotional and disappointed about some sort of loss or ending that you've gone through, possibly feeling burdened by it. But I also see that you're finding healthy ways to channel that energy outwards so that it's not staying stuck and stagnant within you. So definitely finding a healthy way to release this energy, and also being around those that love you, those that support you, those connections that really keep you anchored. You're needing to nurture yourself. You're needing to be kind and gentle to yourself. And you are, all right? Things like, what was I saying? Things like that are coming up, you're needing to take a moment to pause. So this could be happening right now, right? With all this retrograde energy, even looking back at some things from your past that you've gone through, all the struggles that you went through, the lessons that you went through, and how much have changed, and, you know, what did you learn from those experiences? So with the Chariot coming out reversed, I almost feel like this is you guys slowing down to backtrack, to reflect on a few things before moving forwards, before taking all this action in this new direction. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's reevaluate, okay? Let's get our feet grounded, because there also could be some of those insecurities and triggers coming up here. The Nine of Swords, the Five of Cups, Chariot reverse, this can sometimes be indicating insecurities, right? Where do they stem from? What are these fears? Work your way through them and identifying why you feel this way. And that's exactly what's going on here. Maybe that's what's going on during this eclipse in Scorpio. It's like it's bringing up all these uncomfortable feelings, right? We have the full moon coming out here, the moon. So this eclipse in Scorpio, which is coming up very, very soon. I'm getting kind of stuffed up, so I apologize. But it's illuminating these things that are a little uncomfortable, but it's nothing you can't handle. And if anything, it's actually freeing you, and it's motivating you. It's lighting up that fire within you, and you're recognizing, like, I can get through this, and I'm going to be better, and I'm going to be stronger, and that you're not alone. Some of you have been feeling so, like, alone. Maybe you've just been isolating yourselves, but this is a time to really reach out to your friends, your family, those that you love, those that you care about. This is a time to allow support. This is a time to let people in. That not everybody is out to get you. Not everybody is going to do you wrong or betray you or fuck you over like maybe you've experienced in the past. This is a time to really let people in and to let your guard down. And that can be scary, but it's also very rewarding, because what's a life without a little love? What's a life without a little love? And I just knocked a card down. What is this? The Singer of Connection, bro. You cannot make this shit up. This is all the connections that you form, your relationships. I can't believe I knocked that off by accident. I'm getting so congested. It's moving through me. I'm gonna drink some water. Stay hydrated, everybody. Whew. All right. Don't know where this has come on from, because literally all day been able to breathe clearly, and then as soon as I sit down, it's like Spirit's like, no, you can't speak. It's like, yes, I can. I mean, I can speak, but it's like I'm a little bit stuffy all of a sudden. It's like that's come upon me randomly. But yeah, so the Singer of Connection, it's like it's time to open up. It's time to make new connections. It's time to strengthen the connections in your life that you already have, building stronger, deeper, intimate bonds. And that's also being highlighted with this eclipse. It's going to be very powerful, very healing for you. And it's about you guys opening up your heart and letting people in and trusting yourself too, because that's another part of this. It's like some of you are so afraid of letting people in, letting down your guard. Wow, I said that so weird. Letting down your guard because of these experiences that you've gone through, the loss that you've gone through. You're like, I never want to go through that again. But it's like, you know better now, right? The affirmation, 11th house. I know better now. I know I am worthy of loving deep connections. I am worthy of feeling supported. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of fill in the blank, right? And so it's scary to let down your guard, but it's going to be worth it. And you also know so much better within yourself, even intuitively speaking. You're setting stronger boundaries. You're listening to your gut instincts more. So you're good. You're fine. You're going to be great. Like, there's nothing to worry about, Capricorn. The only thing that you should worry about is your own self, blocking yourself from experiencing the beauty that this life has to offer. Okay? Because we do show up here as the King of Swords, a little bit cold, a little bit distant, a little bit nonchalant, more stern, a little bit more serious, hard to read. But that's because you've been kind of by yourself, or I'm picking up on like this lonesome, lone wolf kind of vibe from you. The Nine of Pentacles. Really just learning to love yourself, learning to love your energy, and that's amazing, right? You're building this solid foundation within you, and it's concrete, like nothing can tear that apart. You know yourself better than anybody. You know, you've been working really hard on your health, your mental health, your physical health, spiritual health. Financially, you're probably well off, or you're heading into a time the next 6 months of like being independent, self-reliant financially. So I do see the next 6 months an improvement in your finances, so that's awesome. But it's time to let down your walls. You're someone who's loyal, and you deserve to connect with others who are loyal. But here's the thing, is like the way we show up in relationships reflect how they show up for us. So if you show up non-committal, if you show up flaky, if you show up inconsistent or sneaky, you may notice that is reflected back to you in the relationships in your life. So if you're wanting, or like for example, if you show up emotionally unavailable, you probably are noticing that other people in your life who you're connecting with, even romantically, they're unavailable emotionally, and you're like, well, what the hell? There's a cycle going on here. Universe is mirroring back to you what you are putting out. So if you want a healthy, loving, deep connection, you got to be willing to put in that energy too. You got to be willing to show up as that. And as long as you are showing up as that, that will be reflected back to you. And like I said, you'll be attracting that like a magnet. So you're already on that journey. A lot of you are already embodying this energy. Or, like I said, this is the energy that's playing out for the next 6 months, where 6 months from now, you have all that you want. So it comes down to the action that you're taking. What are you doing, Lou? My dog's with me today. She's having a little nap, and yeah, so that's just her in the background if you hear that. But yeah, so I think that's about it. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. You're working through releasing some of those burdens. You don't need to carry on all of that crap, all those burdens. Finding a healthy way to release that with the Queen of Wands, especially creative endeavors, and investing in yourself. Keep that up. Self-investment, self-care. It's amazing. It's really beautiful. And again, it's paying off your efforts. It shows. Wheel of Fortune, beautiful changes on the horizon, okay? So you can expect lots of positive changes for you, especially in your relationships. You're a magnet to anything that you want. All right, so yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. I think we'll leave the reading here. We do have Cancerian energy, Pisces energy, Libra energy, Aquarius, Taurus, double Pisces, actually, I missed that. So those are the zodiac signs, and yeah. All right, so Capricorn, that's what I got for your reading. I hope that you found this helpful and insightful. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you want to book a private reading with me, the information for that is in the description box down below, and I will talk to you in the next one. Thank you so much. Take care.